And then there is another one.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? What's going on? Good evening. All that good stuff. Pumping out these videos this week. Got my goal for like 5, so, y'all with it. Hit that like, sub up, leave a comment. Let me know what's going on with y'all. How y'all feeling about it. Also, I was thinking about starting up a, like, kind of like a weekly roundup of videos, that I see not too long so that I could just, drop in on them. So that's something I'll probably let y'all know by like the end of the week if that's something that I'm gonna really make a thing. But yeah. Anything else I wanted to get to? I think that might be it. All right, so Ice Cube, if you don't know, big rapper, was one of the early guys, helped pioneering the genre. Movie producer, screenwriter, actor, all that good stuff. Like the guy, he's one of those few black men that got on young and have, stayed the course. Like they haven't really been caught up in too many things. Knock on, I'm not gonna knock on wood, but hopefully it continues that way. Him along with a handful of guys, and also staying married to his high school sweetheart. So a lot of things to look up at him for, not only as a rapper or as an entertainer, just being a real stand-up type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Him along with I say Snoop Dogg, I'd put in that. I'd put LeBron James in that category. Kenan Thompson, Nick Cannon. And I'm just talking about entertainers, but Bow Wow. Like, there's really not too many that have come up in the spotlight. I'm not gonna say grown up because he was already pretty old when he got on, but come up in the spotlight and have just done everything the right way. I've really got to take 2 seconds to commend all those men and all the other men in that spotlight and have those platforms that have done it the right way. All right, and shout out to Ice Cube. Also, pull up on the screen. He is officially certified black-owned business with the Big Three, making him the first black-owned sports league. All right, so big shout out to him on that. Anyway, Cube had an interview with Tucker Carlson. If you don't know, he's a controversial former news anchor, and I thought it was a really good interview. If you get the chance, watch it. It's about 22 minutes, and they cover a couple topics, and I just wanted to touch on a few of them. So, without saying too much more, let's get into it.
So why would you be doing this of all interviews? I mean, you could do an interview with anyone. You're doing an interview with me. Obviously, you're going to take abuse for doing that. Like, why would you do that?
Because I think it's silly not to talk to people. I think whether we agree or not,
right?
That has nothing to do with it. It's like, this is what it's all about. Let's talk about it. Let's debate. And
yeah, man, the diversity of thought is what makes innovative or newer innovations. An airplane didn't get to what it was because the very first person or first team working on it thought that it had everything that it needed, everything it needed, and all of the kinks kinked out and ironed out. It took other people putting in their 2 cents to get it to change to become what it became. You know what I'm saying? We're not flying with the Orville brothers flew in. You know what I'm saying? We have, Air Force One and everything, and military jet fighters, and what I'm saying, we have planes that could carry military equipment overseas far, like, what I'm saying? You get the point. So, and also in politics, like, even as a black man, like, this country didn't start off what it should have been for black people, and through, you know, different thoughts and taking into equation different factors and stuff, we now are where we are. We still got moves to make. I'm not saying in terms of the government in this country. I'm saying we have to make moves as a people ourselves, and we need to have capital and resources. You know, and I'm not how we get that. That's a whole different debate. So let's get back to this.
And you know, I've been shut
Wait,
out.
that sounds like right-wing extremism and whataboutism.
But I've been shut out. You know, some platforms will not have me on.
Why?
They don't like that I'm, you know, an independent thinker. I'm not part of the herd. I'm not part of the go along to get along gang, so to speak. So, you know, I'm an outsider. And so, you know, I'm not part of the club. So I have to go places for one that I'm welcome,
Yeah.
and where I can voice my opinion without somebody, you know, saying I'm a bad person and that they never want to have me on their platform again.
Yeah. And we've come to that point in this country where nobody wants to talk to anybody. Everybody just wants to talk to their echo chambers, you know, and just, you know, stay in that place. And we're not going to see anything happen and change anywhere if we can't sit down and have conversations with people on the other side. Like, you know, even when there's a war going on, people on both sides are communicating some way, you know. And it just sucks that we have that we live in a time right now with, you know, if somebody doesn't agree with you, they don't even want to be around you. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to have you on their platform. They don't want to do any type of healthy discussion, communication, debate, and whatever you want to call it. And that's kind of lame. That's kind of whack, but that's where we are. All right, I got a couple clips. I'm going to try to make sure that I get in everything that I want to see or cover. All right, let's go.
Continue the conversations.
What do you think of Biden?
I don't think he's giving the people who put him in exactly what they thought they were going to get from him.
That's true.
But his most loyal voters, according to the polls anyway, are black voters, particularly black women. Mm-hmm. And those numbers don't seem to change. So no matter what happens or doesn't happen. So do you expect they ever will change?
I know I'm not Ice Cube, but black people need to look up the definition of insanity and really understand what it's saying, because we have been on the Democratic plantation since about the 60s. And it's not even close. If you look at other races, the diversity of their voting is completely different. Black people, it's scary that we vote that much the same. It really is. It means that we're just influenced by what master tells us. Well, and the master right now is the Democratic Party. But we're not going to get anything from them. We've already seen what we've gotten from them. Nothing has changed between then to now. It's just that all they've been telling the black people, all my lifetime at least, is Republicans bad, they're racist, you know, and take what we're giving you because the other guy just hates you and doesn't want anything to do with you. And it's worked. It really has, because I don't even know many black people that even consider listening to a Republican. Or, you know, I saw people, you know, switch on, I'm not even going to say Trump, but Kanye West. just because of his views and stuff like that. That's another thing. We need to learn how to separate the two, between celebrities and their views and stuff like that. Anyway, back to the interview. Let's hear what Ice Cube got to say about it.
Whether they become independents and not vote for anybody who's not bringing it. It's like people want your vote. They have to do something to earn it.
Yeah.
If they don't earn it, why are you going down there and pulling that?
Because the other side hates you. That's the pitch they make. We may suck, but the other side hates you.
Yep, pretty much.
Like, people want your vote. They have to do something to earn it. If they don't earn it, why are you going down there and pulling that lever?
Because the other side hates you. That's the pitch they make. We may suck, but the other side hates you.
You're supposed to dance with the person you brought.
Yeah.
And the person that brought you to the dance, you guys are supposed to dance together. And if that doesn't happen, you got to go find another dancing partner before the night is up and the music stops.
That's what it's got to be. And I hope that this next election will really show what I think I've been seeing through the internet and social media, reading around and stuff like that. I really hope that this next election really does show what I think it will. And that's that, just like he used the analogy, Joe Biden hasn't done anything for the black community since he came in. His harsh is the things he's driven the most for what I think, it's been a few things. I'd say among the top has been his push for gun legislation. He did run on that. There was the student loan forgiveness, but that didn't work out. The Supreme Court struck it down. So I really, but he hasn't done anything for the black community. And that's the community that, got him into office, I think, personally. But, that's just my 2 cents.
What do you think of Kamala Harris?
I mean, obviously she's a great politician to be able to become the vice president of the country.
Of the country, yeah, Kamala Harris. I want to hear her laugh right now. All right, let's keep it rolling.
Do you think that it's harder to be a man in America now than it was when you were a kid?
Yes. Saying what you feel, being yourself.
Real quick, well.
Is what they call toxic. We shouldn't be called toxic for our instincts and for, I was born this way. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, why can't we be ourselves? We were born this way too.
So there are some groups.
Yeah, and is it harder being a man today with everything? Yes. With social media, with the cost of living, competition, and just what society expects from you. Yeah, I think it's a lot harder today being a man. Especially when, like you said, you're not able to express yourself in certain ways because, you're looked at a certain way. If you enjoy, going and lifting weights, it might be looked at as toxic by some people. If you like going and boxing, that might be looked at as toxic by some people. If you like, playing football, that might be looked at as toxic. If you like going and playing pool and taking a drink, that might be looked at as toxic. Like, anything you do, like I even saw a couple jokes, like it's just on the internet where, guys are just swimming And girls are saying that that's toxic and sassy. And guys are just, being dudes. And women are saying that it's toxic. And I don't know, like, that along with all of this gender bender agenda and where, every other group has their little spaces, but being a man now, I feel like you don't have any. And if you speak up about not having a space, then you're told that, this, that, and the third, oh, well, you're a man. And, and I could think of many spaces, I'll tell you one right now, the judicial system. If you're a man, you're fucked. Okay? Whether that comes to marriage, alimony, divorces, or whether that comes to child support, you're fucked. Okay? So, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You're always going to be fucked as long as you're a man. And, there's many other stuff, but let's get back to the interview.
It's like if I say I'm trans, then people say, that's great, you were born that way, we affirm you. But if you say I'm just a dude with male instincts, you're not affirmed, you're attacked.
Yeah, I mean, everybody doesn't really have to affirm you. If I wake up and say, I feel like a pigeon.
What?
And I want everybody to treat me like a pigeon. Some people may say, whatever, Q, we treat you like a pigeon. But some people may choose to be like, dude, no. That's your world.
Yeah.
I'm not part of it.
And I'm going to go ahead and say something toxic. If somebody wants to live in their delusion, live in their fantasy, by all means, as long as you're not hurting nobody, imposing something against somebody's what they want, and not disrespecting anybody, then go ahead, live your life. I don't care if you wake up tomorrow and say you identify as a manila folder. I'm gonna say beautiful, okay. I don't want to give you my package, but okay. But don't expect me to, play the thing and pretend like you're a manila folder and address you as such. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
And I have to be ready for that. It's a big world out here. Everybody doesn't have to adhere to me.
Q making great points, man. All right, the last one. I don't even remember what this one is, but let's check it.
Hip hop, what's great about hip hop, like, it was a saying in hip hop, early hip hop. I think Rakim coined this phrase. It ain't where you from, it's where you at. And it's so true. It's not about where you come from. It's about where you at right now.
Yeah. Life's all about what I've learned so far on this short journey I've been on. Because I know a lot of people could tell me a lot about life. But, yeah, it's all about evolution and growth. I'm glad to say I don't think the same way I did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 month ago. You know what I'm saying? Life's all about just growing up, evolving, learning new things, learning a new way of thinking. And, yeah, I thought that Cube hit on a lot of great points that really can't go back and recap right now because I just try to do this, reaction. I saw the video, but I saw certain points. I'm just giving y'all my 2 cents. But y'all let me know what y'all think. If Ice Cube making sense, do we need more diversity of thought? Is it okay to be asking what the Democrats have done for black people Is it okay to not think the same way as everyone else? Or do you have to think the way that your neighbors, your friends, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, cousins, all of them, do you have to think, all of y'all got to think the exact same way? And also, what do you think about being a man in 2023 as of recording this video? Do you think it is any easier than it was, say, 1 or 2 generations ago? Did your grandfather have an easier time in his heyday, whatever you want to call it? You know, just let me know y'all thoughts. I pretty much told y'all what I thought about it all, and I don't want to keep y'all too long. So on that note, y'all stay safe, y'all stay blessed, amazing, and yeah, I'm out.